Welcome to the LyfeBe podcast. In every episode, we dive into the most relatable aspects of life, helping you navigate the complexities of our contemporary world. Let's get started.
Hi, and welcome back to the LyfeBe podcast. It's an honor to be in your living room, on your computer, on your tablet, on your phone, wherever you're watching this, wherever you're listening to this on Apple Pods, Google Pods, Spotify, YouTube. You're welcome. It's a great day to be alive, and today on the pod I have a wonderful gentleman. This guy is family. I want to introduce to some and bring to the rest an amazing gentleman called Elijah Kitaka. Elijah is an artist. He's many things that we're going to learn today and just dive into his life a bit. Welcome, Elijah.
Thank you, Sami, for this opportunity. I'm so humbled to be here.
Yeah.
And I know we're going to have a good time.
That's lovely. Elijah, tell us a bit about yourself.
Elijah Kitaka is my name. I'm a musician, songwriter, producer, a responsible man.
Responsible man.
Yeah, and a Christian.
That's great.
Yes.
Let's go back. What was it like growing up for you artistically? Did you start music as a child? Did you where did you start?
Music starts when I was born, because I think I was born. Yeah, music starts when I was born, because the kind of setting where I grew up from was kind of magical, a kind of church setting. My parents are musicians, servants of God, so it was easy for me to tap music since praise and worship is every day.
It's part of your life.
Yeah, every day. Yeah. So it has really been an elevation from being that boy to this man right here. Yeah, but coming from church, I love playing drums in church. So I kind of fell for the drums, which after school I went to join the music industry here in Kampala. And I played drums for a few artists, Maurice, artist Kasozi, Limitex, so many people. Yeah, and I'm trying to be like as fast as I can.
It's okay. Take your time. Let's just go back to your playing drums.
Yeah.
Because I'm wondering, your mom sings.
Yeah.
Your sisters sing.
Yeah.
Your brother plays keyboard. He's a producer Eliakis. You have another brother who's a pastor.
Yeah.
So in all these things, your dad's a pastor. How come for you chose drums?
I think I was attracted to rhythms, the hits of the beats, the groove. I think I was just about to be that kind of person to myself. So learning an instrument in the setting where I grew up from it wasn't actually compulsory, but it was just natural. You either have an instrument to sing or you have an instrument to play. So
yeah, because you're in a family that does music and you're around church, and that's what happens.
Yeah, so it was kind of not a challenge, but daily life. Yeah, so music has been daily life from childhood, ever since I was born, to coming to doing my own career of music. Yeah.
Okay, so who was the first artist you played drums for? How long did you play drums in church?
I started playing drums in church when I was, I think, 7 years.
Wow.
Yeah. The times when the big boys are not around, you take over.
That's when every time someone is missing is an opportunity for you.
it's an opportunity for you to actually jump on the drums, learn more. I was so like I actually taught myself how to play drums in church.
Wow.
Just watching people play, and every time I could have time with the drums, I would sit down and try to figure out how they do it. So it was, I think, the passion I had for the drums.
Wow. For all the instruments, you chose drums.
Yeah.
Is it because in the family nobody played drums, or you just felt your instrument was drums?
No, actually, my brother plays drums. Ellie
Plays drums.
Yeah.
I know guitar. He plays bass.
Yeah, he used to play every instrument.
Wow.
Yeah, so for me, I chose drums, but I learned a bit of keyboard as well in church. Like it was really hard for you, as I said, it was really hard for you to not to learn something. You're forced by yourself to learn something.
Yeah, because your environment is...
Because I remember those times in church when there was no keyboardist and you have to figure out how the service has to go on in church. So you try to learn a few chords and then it goes to another level whereby you can play something. So I think even learning some keyboard has helped me as a producer to actually have a kind of taste in music, you know, because I don't actually play keyboard, but I actually know the harmonies that I need to have a chord
to structure them out.
So my thing is when I actually get the harmony of a chord, I get to know this is the chord I need. So I give myself like 10 minutes to actually be fluent with the keyboard. So that's actually how I got to learn. And I used to observe a lot in church. I was so observant. Being that all the time you're around church, having to watch choirs practice, you know, like a lot of activity around. So I never used to sing in church. I wouldn't say I sang anything in church.
I actually was, when you started singing, I was shocked.
Yeah.
Because I've always known you for drums.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I didn't actually have any time to sing in church, but I was so observant to a point that if this happens like every day, you're gonna go for rehearsals of choirs like doing their thing, you know, having to see like someone play drums, having to see a keyboardist. Like I was so observant with everything. I learned harmonies through watching those choirs from like my childhood to me actually having an understanding about music, as a subject.
Okay.
So it wasn't so hard for me to figure out a few things, and also the gift of like the gift from God, the talent. So yeah.
So who was the first artist you really played drums for outside the church usual setting?
When I started like playing gigs, I remember my first gig was given to me by a gentleman called Semo. When I met Semo was working with Michael Kitanda, Happy.
Jazzy.
Yeah, so I fell into that kind of trap where I found already established musicians in the industry of live music. So I had to learn a lot from the church setting into the gig setting because they're two different worlds, you know.
I know.
And as a drummer, you need to be more versatile with everything that comes on the table. It's not about playing like in church we almost play like a few kinds of style. Those days, coming to these days where church like is crazy with music, you know.
You'd either play Lingala.
Yeah, those days used to be like Lingala. It's the whole thing, the praise and worship ballad.
Then worship, yeah.
So being there, it was kind of a challenge, but I love the fact that it was a challenge because I was starting to open up my real self, you know, trying to actually accept the gift from God, like the musical understanding. So I meet Happy and Michael Kitanda. So I started playing with them for quite some time. And since they were already like exposed to so many places, that's when I get to know, like I get to see this kind of other world that I've never seen. Finding musicians that are actually one of the best in Kampala. So I took time to learn from already that was there and adding on to what I had. So meeting those people, that's when I meet people from other bands. I meet, I remember those days Kwela was still doing the Kwela Junction.
Gigs,
So I started being observant again in that kind of world. And it went on like that, having to interact with other people. Growing up, that's when I started actually even playing for like Maurice. So it was a journey. It wasn't an easy journey because, challenges were many,
with also a lot to learn so fast.
A lot to learn so fast. And I think it was more of commitment, and I think the love for music.
And all this was self-taught.
This was all self-taught.
Wow.
But also getting like inspired from other
the people in the
yeah.
industry.
Yeah,
because now you became a professional drummer and you had to learn very fast to be able to play for all different kinds of artists and different genres.
It wasn't actually easy. I remember a time when I had to take Roy Kasika's gigs, all Roy Kasika's gigs. It was it was really a challenge, and actually Roy helped me a lot to be one of the best drummers in town, because it was the biggest challenge to sit in his chair to actually.
Roy is amazing. We salute you, Roy Kasika. He's an amazing drummer. Roy has played literally for everybody that's a good musician. He's an excellent drummer, and for him to give you his gigs, he trusted you. Because he's amazing.
So, having moved like all the journey of music, I get that opportunity from Roy to actually get phone calls from the artists he has been playing for.
Oh, okay.
I remember there's a time when Maurice called me, and I was like, wow, Maurice just called me for a gig. But then it was like, I was excited for real.
I know.
But again, it was kind of a challenge.
Because of his kind of music. And Maurice Kirya is not a guy you just play anything. He's very critical. He knows exactly what he wants and where. So you have to be on top of your game.
So having to be in that kind of chair opened a lot of doors for me. I remember I had a great time with Kaz Kasozi. I think Kaz Kasozi is one of the people
excellent one
that actually opened my eyes.
Yes.
And I found out so many things about myself. He's actually the best teacher of my life.
Wow, that's beautiful. We salute you, Kaz Kasozi. Kaz Kasozi is another excellent guitarist, keyboard player, producer. Like,
I actually call him a virtuoso. He doesn't like it when
he's amazing. I haven't really worked with Kaz. He's a friend, but I've been at gigs he's played at. That's how I know him. He's worked with a lot of my friends, but he's excellent at everything he does, and he pours his whole self into it.
I've never seen someone so crazy about music. Like,
he becomes
Kaz.
Somebody else.
Yeah, he's very crazy with music.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that he gave us an opportunity to find what is inside ourselves. I remember the time I was with Ronnie Bukenya, Lawrence Matovu.
Yeah.
We had the trio Taboo.
Yeah.
With Kaz himself.
Yeah.
And I had a great experience.
Oh, yeah. Now I remember Trio Taboo. I had forgotten. Trio Taboo was Kaz, you,
and
Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yes, you were the trio.
Then Ronnie came in.
Ronnie, the drummer.
Ronnie
the keyboard.
The keyboard, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And trust me, we had a very great time with Kaz, and I got to learn a lot of things about myself, the improvisation kind of sense, the discipline, you know. The most thing about music, I think it's hard to be disciplined, even when something is hectic in a way. Like the power of being hectic, but disciplined.
Yes.
Yeah. We learned a lot, for real. A lot. It was like family, you know. We had a great time as musicians, you know. And coming from there, from Kaz, that's when I actually start writing. Actually, the first time I've ever sang was at the soiree, the Kaz Kasozi soiree.
Yeah.
And I remember I sang that my song called Me and You of that album. So I was in the process of actually writing a number of songs. The songs actually released on the first album I released, Son of Kaloli.
Yeah.
Yeah, so moving on from like being a drummer, I was writing songs. Even in school, by the way. Now, songwriting for me starts from school.
Okay.
When I was in school, I used to write songs, but I was too shy to sing. So I was this kind of person who would sing alone, and I wouldn't even sing for
anybody. Yeah.
But I could actually understand what everything about music is, the harmony, the feeling about music specifically. Because I felt like music as a, you know, I call music is like a planet of its own. So having to understand everything from all the chords and like the music understanding, singing all the harmonies, singing everything was just natural for me. You know, I've never been there to learn how to sing this or that. It just came.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you then wake up in the morning? Because I remember I think it was about lockdown.
Yeah, look.
When you started releasing your music. From Son of Kaloli. I woke up one morning and there was something on YouTube. I think you had posted a video during lockdown. I'm like, what? When did Elijah start singing?
Yeah.
And I think you sent me a link and I'm thinking, okay, Elijah is singing. I've never heard Elijah sing. And I was like, wow. What happened that got you to that place where you said, now I am going to start singing?
I think my understanding of music, as I just told you earlier, music is a planet for me. It has all these different countries, continents. I feel like music is wide. Like Sami, I've grown up seeing you doing a lot of things like in the music industry. I've seen you sing.
Yeah.
I've seen you do production.
Yeah.
I've seen you do a lot of things. And I feel there's no limitation for anything in music.
That's true.
You know? I started producing, it was lockdown when I started producing.
Yeah.
Sitting on a computer to learn how to produce.
Was Ellie helping you with this or it was just on your own?
It was actually, I used to observe Ellie doing
Oh,
everything.
then you'd secretly go and do your thing on the side.
Yes, so I tried to understand. I asked him a few things.
Yeah.
But I was eager to find out things on my own, you know, having time to myself. Because the challenges as artists we get is sometimes there's no time from the people, especially when you're growing up as an artist.
Yeah.
It's hard to have that time because you don't have enough money to pay for studio.
Exactly.
You don't have, literally, like, you just have yourself.
You don't have anything.
Anything.
Even the people to help you is like pulling teeth.
You know,
people are busy. People don't believe in you. They think you're just playing around. You know, so it's very hard. You literally have to fight for yourself to start out.
So I actually got that challenge of people weren't really serious about me trying to shift to singing.
Yeah.
Like, you want to sing.
And then everybody is thinking, you're good at drums. Why are you wasting our time? You're not going to sing. You're excited. Just play your drums.
Yeah. So
yeah.
I learned how to produce because of such challenges whereby there's no one at that particular moment when you're in the moment of creating something awesome, you know.
So you have to do it yourself because nobody will help you.
Yes, because it takes time.
Yeah.
You're going to have an idea. You have to call a producer. Producer has to give you time.
And they're busy.
They're busy.
Yet you're in your creative element at that time.
It's gonna end up like pushing it all the time. Because it's like Sidi Wolero, Sijak Sobola. And for real, you lag a bit.
Yeah.
So I took time to learn production during COVID. And we produced, actually before, I'd already started producing because I produced most of the songs on my album.
On the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used just a laptop and trying to chop samples and do that to put it together. Yeah.
No keyboards, nothing.
No keyboards.
Samples.
Yeah.
That's genius. And you did, that album was at 9 tracks?
It was 10.
10 tracks.
Yeah.
You just chopping samples
chopping
drum
samples.
loops.
Yeah, drum loops.
Oh man.
I think
that was hard.
There are like I think 3 songs that I didn't produce.
Yeah.
Ellie produced 1 song.
Yeah.
Hudson.
Hudson Hanks?
Yeah, Hudson Hanks produced 2.
Okay.
So the rest I went back to chopping. So
wow.
And my brother helped me out on mastering. So
yeah,
I wanted to release. I actually released it on my birthday, which was the year of COVID.
Yeah.
30th March. And that's, I think COVID had started. And I thought about it. I was like, should I release this music or should I keep it after COVID? Because we all expected it's going to end soon.
Yeah, soon.
But I was like, since it's going to end soon, let me just
finish everything.
Let me just release this music.
Yeah.
I didn't have a structure of any idea about how to push the music online,
promotion
or what.
Anything. You just had your music. And you wanted people to hear it.
I just let the music out.
Yeah.
You know, on a channel. And surprisingly, when I shared like a few links, people were engaging a bit.
Yeah.
When you have like 100 viewers, it's really,
that's beautiful.
At that time, you're happy, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, COVID went on, and I wanted to go further. Since I had all these beautiful people with me, amazing artists, I decided to create a band. You know, take music to the next level. I learned a lot of things during COVID, and after like COVID had calmed down, I called my guys, Ernest, Joey, Sam, Mukoki, who have I forgotten? Michael Sevelime.
Yeah.
Who have I forgotten? I'm still M.I. Mong on the drums.
Yeah.
So we create something. I do like an online show of my own.
Yeah.
Get like a studio.
That's the first one I saw, and I was like, this boy is really serious now.
So I get a studio.
Yeah.
Guys were committed. I love those guys because they made me who I am.
They were like family.
Yeah, they were family.
Because you guys did a bunch of gigs together. You actually became a real band that was playing around. Even when you were not singing, you were playing drums and the rest were playing with you. Yeah.
So having all this connection and guys believing in me, it gives me actually, every time I'm still with all of them, it gives me like a smile when I tell them about where we came from to be where we are right now. Because I still play with them even till now.
Yeah.
But at that time, we didn't have anything, any money. Like for real, we weren't even working.
Just a dream.
And guys,
I know you'd wait for gigs that take long to come and it's little money.
So,
yeah.
No, actually, it was COVID.
When you got that, it was COVID. There was nothing happening.
Yeah, so guys actually understand the vision.
Yeah.
We sit down, we start doing something. I had a gentleman called Nash Michaels. He used to be helping me out with my brother.
Yeah.
Yes, it was part of everything.
It's a man, Rafiki.
Yeah.
That's great, yeah.
So I go on, do rehearsals, Tewali Transport.
I know.
At China Transport, you get something for them.
Yeah.
Nolaba nti omuntu buli omu ali
Asobola otuuka at least.
yeah.
Yeah.
So going forward, netukola rehearsal, then I did that YouTube video where I was playing like the songs on the album.
Yeah.
And I felt happy with my soul because I saw myself somewhere. It wasn't, but it was still actually passion of music. It wasn't like we weren't even
Like
thinking
you wanted
about
to make money
or money or
gigs
anything.
You were just expressing yourself.
Yeah, we're just passionate about music. And the good thing, COVID came lower again, where we could actually play some gigs together.
Yeah.
So Feza actually reaches out to me. And I remember there was an organization of online shows that happened during COVID. So I took part of one.
Yeah.
And it was really nice. It was also another kind of elevation to myself.
To another also wider audience.
Yeah, wider
different
audience.
people.
I remember it was also online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the online shows Feza did.
Feza, yeah.
Right through COVID to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I get the opportunity from Feza because I was working with Feza.
Yeah.
So being a drummer helped me a lot to tap into everything I got like after.
Oh, yeah.
Coming to singing, it was easier for me to...
Because you had now the connections to promoters, producers, managers, events organizers and everything. Because you had worked with them as a drummer.
Yeah, I'd worked with them as a drummer.
Yeah.
Most people used to come for gigs.
Where you played.
Where I played, and we used to interact. So it was kind of easier for me. Not so hard for me, so easier for me because now you've turned into like a musician or a singer, and you need to tap into all these places like Feza. We worked with Elijah Kitaka for a long time. Just
Namesake.
Safari.
I know you keep telling people Elijah Kitaka, and they ask which Elijah Kitaka, Feza or Elijah Kitaka, the singer. Now you're the singer. Elijah Kitaka. I actually worked at Feza. I was there A&R for about a year. Elijah Kitaka believes in live band artists a lot. He would make so many sacrifices, even if he never made money. He would say, let's do a concert. You never know who will come. Let's do a concert. Put your content out there. He supported very many of the artists. Big ups to Mr. Elijah Kitaka Feza and Muiza Shahai, who works with Feza, who really have helped a lot of us.
Yeah.
So you put out that album, you started doing your gigs.
So I started doing the Feza gig comes. I think I got a few people online. But yeah, like I got some money, you
That's
know?
good.
Which was kind of
a good start.
Interesting, you know?
Yeah.
And every time I used to get the money, I used to share, like we used to share it
with the band.
With the band.
Yeah.
Everyone gets the same amount of money.
Yeah.
If it's little,
That's
we share. Like if it's this, we share. That like that's
you were family.
Yeah,
basically.
we were family.
Yeah.
So going on from Feza, now you know, at some point, you know, life goes up and goes down again. So after the Feza show, I first now calmed down. I was still doing gigs as well. I remember. So I remember concerts weren't like open places of
entertainment.
Yeah, I was still in lockdown. So I first chill, but doing like I was actually producing songs.
Yeah.
So many songs. I was in the process of actually understanding the production side of me, like trying to trick with sound, how I balance this, how I do this, how I do that. Coming to every interesting part about production. So by the time they opened us up from the lockdown, shows started, Roast and Rhyme comes up, and I call Benon because Benon used to come for
all your live
for the live shows.
Yeah.
And I talked to him. I called him and be like, hey, Benon, what's up? I saw the poster for Rust and Rhyme. I would really want to perform. And he was like, yeah, that's possible. Just give me a second. Let me call you back. So I chill. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
Okay. If he calls, he'll call. If
he
doesn't
doesn't,
call, next time.
yeah.
So I was actually on my bed. And I see a phone call from Ben, and I'm like, ah. So we talk about, he tells me, we want you to perform as well. We talk about everything for me to be there. And I went there, and it was really a good show. The most lovely thing about the show was people didn't know the music, but they gave time to the music.
That's
to
beautiful.
understand who is this guy. So it was really a nice performance, having to be in front of all those people. I've never been in front of so many people like that. It was my first time.
To be up front on stage.
And I really, at that point, I really had to respect every artist who
wakes up every morning to stand before people. You know, it's not really easy. I think Sami, you know, like the first 2 minutes you're going on stage and they're screaming your name and you're nervous. Your heart starts to pump so fast and you have to calm yourself down. For real, I was scared about the show. And I got the confidence from how people like embraced me, you know. Yeah.
So the first minute of the first song, I was scared. And I gained the confidence after a while. And it was really a nice performance. I had fun with the guys. Though there were challenges, you know. There are always challenges, you know.
Of course.
Challenges of doing rehearsals, doing this, doing that. Like,
and then now it's different. You're not behind the drums. Now you're the artist.
You're the artist.
You have to carry all your weight.
You're the artist. And at that point, I used to try to coordinate the band.
Yeah.
Like, you're the artist, but you're already doing a lot of work even before you go on stage.
I know.
You understand? It's like you're going to manage everything till you're on stage because you don't have a team to...
That's how it happens when you're starting out. You don't have an assistant. You don't have a music director. You have no team. It's just you and the band.
Yeah, so moving on forward, we have a great show. Benon and Julius reach out. I go to Swangz. We talk. I talk to Julius. He asks me like, "Yo, what's up? Tell me about your vision as an artist." I tell him exactly how I felt, and we had a very good interaction. And that's how I joined Swangz. But even before getting signed, after that show, I was called at Swangz. Then I spent a year at Swangz. Without even being...
Without a song?
No, I was actually doing songs, writing, composing
so it was
songs.
Preparation, not performances, but writing, putting product together.
So they call me, they tell me, now you can come and use studios. Studios are available.
Record whenever you can,
Record whenever you can. So going over time, I became family.
This is the time when we were having the time we did the Limitex concert when you would go to Swangz and then come for rehearsals. Oh, okay.
So at some point, I did a lot of music. Remember, I'd learned my production skills. So I used to sit in studio, figure out a few things, coming to a body of work. And I get the opportunity of getting signed.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, and this is where I am right now today.
Yeah, your Swangz Avenue's latest signing at the time of this recording, and your music, I've shared your music with very many people and they're so excited. They're like, where did this guy come from? With that, I'm asking, so you're a pastor's kid, you signed to Swangz Avenue, you're playing the clubs, you're you're everywhere, you're playing secular music, like they say.
I know.
What? You figured where I was going with that question.
Yeah.
First of all, how did your parents take it, and how did the church take it?
There's always a lot of judgment, of course.
Yes.
Being a pastor's kid.
Yeah.
There are these people who go to church every day.
Yeah.
They're being told the word of God.
Mm-hmm.
And now they see the person trying to preach to them, having a son who is...
He's playing in the clubs,
Yeah.
and he's on TV dancing with girls.
I know, but
Yeah.
I think personally, I'm a God-fearing person.
Yeah.
And music is a business.
Yeah.
Yeah, music is business. Though there's really a conflicting
I know.
royalty between doing the kind of music I do
Yeah.
and having a religious kind of background.
But do your parents, did you have a bit of a problem with them?
Yeah, there was
Because I know I'm a pastor, from that side, your parents are thinking, we've raised this young man in the church
I know.
to serve God. Okay, he can play drums, but now he's an artist, he's singing secular music. Yeah,
Yeah,
that will disturb very many.
Yeah,
Because, go on.
but personally, I got to understand.
Yeah,
I took time to understand exactly how things have really changed.
yeah,
Being raised from church doesn't stop you from being the best musician in the whole world.
that's true.
The best thing to do is still be that person inside of you. Because, Sami, at the end of the day, we're in a generation where we have to survive. We're in a generation whereby we are becoming fathers.
Yes. Oh, you're a father.
You understand?
You have bills
So,
to pay. Yeah.
You have bills to pay. You have a lot of things to look at.
Yeah.
And if you have this opportunity to sing or do anything, because I'm not hiding anything from anyone.
Yeah.
I'm actually on TV.
You cannot hide.
Yes.
You're on concerts, you're on TV, you're
Yes.
on different people's. You cannot hide in this city.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, you're a celebrity now. You walk into a place and this is Elijah Kitaka.
Yeah, you can't hide all that.
Yeah.
But the best thing to do is having even respect for the parents. I know it was kind of hard for them to
Definitely.
understand
Yeah.
because it's way beyond different.
It's two worlds, and I know they never saw it coming, because it's not like you started singing and you went and did a collabo.
They didn't actually see it
You were a
coming.
drummer, and then the next time you have a couple of songs that they're like, okay.
Yeah,
And then now you're on big stages. You're a signed artist to the biggest record label in the country, probably one of the best in East Africa, and now you're on the big stages singing music that is not gospel music. I know it's tough, but one thing I believe, my perspective is that, and I've told a few of my friends that when we grow up in church, it's not like God gifted everyone and created them to sing in church.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like saying you've grown up in a house of an army man, you should be a soldier.
Actually, that is one thing I keep on telling people as well.
Yeah.
I keep on telling people, God called my dad to be a pastor.
Yes.
God has a reason why everything is happening in my life, on my side.
Yeah.
Because he's there in exactly what I'm doing. God is everywhere. God is... Katonda swano yamba omubi okuba. Mazima, because they agenda kumusaba. You understand?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we have naffe kenyini tufuna challenges.
That's true.
Ne Katonda. We get challenges with God.
Yeah.
Even when
He's not answered your prayer when you want him to answer now.
Prayer.
So you're trying to figure things out.
Yes, you're trying to figure things out.
Yeah, I understand.
I feel like God is there for everyone.
That's true.
And he has a reason why every life is designed the way it is.
Yeah. It's true.
At the end of the day, music being a musician is the same thing as being a pastor. Because every time you're on that stage, you're healing souls.
True.
You understand? I take music to be a spiritual understanding that actually involves healing in it.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are always in our DMs telling me, I love this song. It has changed my life. It has done this.
Yes.
I feel like music is music is medicine to so many people.
Yeah.
I know we do all this music, netukola music wati ne wati. Oyinza osanga omuntu nga wadde stress no mukubira akayimba ke nga kamazina naga kana kayimba bwenzina kanzijako stress.
Yeah.
Nkaagala nnyo. So I feel like I'm happy that I'm healing a few people. Yeah, as well. Nze nganze. Yeah.
That's interesting. I had a similar conversation with the late Mose Radio. I used to go to his house once every 2-3 weeks to just have conversations, open the Bible and share with him and pray together. He had gotten born again by the time of his passing, and I used to go and fellowship with him. And he told me something that made me laugh so hard, but it was very true. He said, you know, you're a gospel artist. God called you to minister in music. And I said, oh, yes, I am. Then he says, God called me to nourish souls. I'm like, get out of here. He said, no, God called me to nourish souls. When I sing, people fall in love. When I sing, people get away from their stress. So God has called me to do that. God has given me this gift. And I'm like, this guy is intelligent. And he told me something that is interesting. He told me many people in the church used to attack him, and they used to tell him, music goyimba wansi wastani. And he asked me, did the devil ever create any music? Why do people from the church like saying music is of the devil? Yeah. He's like, the devil doesn't have any music. Music is of God. It's people who use it wrongly. And I said, brother, you're true. So I believe, like I said, I believe that God has gifted us. It's how we use the gifts and also how we live our lives to inspire other people to know that there's a God that gifts people differently. That's my personal conviction on this, if you ask me.
But on a personal level,
yeah,
like I feel every person, or specifically me,
yeah,
I grew up from a religious family.
Yes.
The truth is, I've done everything in church.
Yeah.
I've fasted.
You pray.
I've prayed. I've done everything. I still pray till now.
You've served at the altar. You've
done
ushered.
Yes.
You've played drums in the church. You've done it all.
I've done it all.
Yeah.
But where I am right now, it comes to a sense whereby my soul is still that soul.
Yes.
You understand? I'm still God-fearing.
Yes.
I am still going to pray.
Yes.
Though, okay, I might not go to church every Sunday.
Yeah.
You understand? Because people, I want to go to church every Sunday.
Aba good. So if you don't go to church every Sunday, you've backslidden, for those who don't understand.
But every day we talk to God.
Yes.
You understand?
Yeah.
We are always talking to God.
Yeah.
Even when I was coming here, I was talking to God. I was like, oh God, how is this day going to be? You understand?
Yes.
He will answer. He will show you the way. Still, when I'm doing music, thinking about all those lyrics, there's God bringing those words to me. You understand?
Yeah.
And those words stand up to be the medicine for the people. So I feel my dad being a pastor and me being an artist, there's still a bond.
Okay.
You know?
You both are bringing something that is healing to people.
Yeah, there's still a bond. And he's okay with it. Finally, like...
He came to understand his side.
Slowly by slowly. It's not something
gradual.
easy.
I know.
But slowly by slowly, they went on like understanding exactly how the world is lately.
Okay.
Yeah.
As we wind down, you talked about a child. How does it feel being a parent? How old is your child?
She's 5.
5. Wow. How do you feel being a parent and being an artist? What other challenges? You being an artist, you do shows at night, then you wake up late. Sometimes you have to leave home very early in the morning. Sometimes you have to travel all over the country. How is that going?
I think it's how you manage your time with everything.
Yeah.
You will not be there at full time, but every time you decide to be there, you have to be there. Yeah. I know it's kind of hard. Sometimes you wake up, sometimes you're sleeping and she's not around, and you're gonna spend like days without being home. So
Yeah.
it's just an understanding. It's just adjusting to both times, because naye kenyini ng'omwana getting okumanya time mzee tabeerawo naye abeerawo, but every time you get time where n'ogamba leero katika tubeere ffenna leero katika, I think it's the most precious time.
Okay.
Yeah,
That you
because-
have to intentionally make time for her.
Because every time you're actually doing the job, you're thinking about everything you've left home. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Have you ever thought of doing a gospel album?
Not an album,
Yeah.
but I've thought of putting a few songs that are gospel on every album I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're still true to your roots. Do something
Yeah.
that is to God and God.
I've even written like gospel. I have a few gospel songs on my hard drive. Though.
Hey, you need to give me one.
Yeah. I'll send you some.
Sure.
Yeah. So life is generally a beautiful thing, though the kind of generation we live now is so sad. People are in pain. People are mentally not okay. There's a lot of challenges happening in the world. Even as you see people standing like in front of you smiling, they're not smiling. They're actually going through a lot. So we need to love each other more. We need to be there for each other more. And we need to help each other in any way we can, Try to be the preachers of souls, Save a life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like church still acknowledges you as a child of God, a born again, or they feel like you betrayed them, you're not born again anymore?
Being a child of God is between you and God. No one can know if you're a child of God or you're not. And no one can judge you not to be a child of God. Yes, because God is our creator.
That's true.
Yeah.
But do you feel there's resistance or there's still the acceptance? When you go home and you go to church, do they look at you different now? You have long dreads, you have piercings, your hands have tattoos, you have bangles, bracelets, and you have... I'm shocked today you're not wearing those shorts. There's somebody on Twitter whose handle is Elijah Kitaka's shorts.
Really?
I'll show it to you. I saw it. I was like, oh, okay. So you're known for those shorts. I'm wondering, how does the church feel about Elijah Kitaka when you get into those spaces?
I think I'm not so much into what the church thinks.
Yeah.
Like what the church thinks. I'm too much in being myself at a time.
Yeah.
I have a relationship with God and it's personal. Like any other person. You have a relationship with God alone. God knows exactly who Sami is. No one knows who Sami is.
Yes.
We just get to understand Sami. So I feel like I'm just being myself, but it doesn't take me away from being a child of God.
Yeah.
I still pray to God. God does everything I do. I can't elevate without God. Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Elijah, for gracing us with your presence. I know you're a busy man. You had gigs last night. You have gigs today all over the place, being one of the hottest artists right now. I know you had to sacrifice time to be here, and we're honored to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming, and thank you for loving God. And for not harboring bitterness to the church, because many times artists are like, church people, they're judgmental.
By the way, I love church because church is the most humble, like it's a very humble place.
Yes.
I'm a bit crazy, but I'm so humble. You know
Yeah,
me.
yeah, I know
You
you.
know I'm crazy, but you know I'm humble because you
Yes.
know me very well.
Yes.
So me being humble is from church.
Yeah.
Every decision I make in the kind of world I'm in, I think about it as
You have to consider everything
Yeah.
as a Christian from church.
yes.
So church has shaped your decision making even in the different spaces in the marketplace.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much, Elijah.
Thank you,
God
Sami.
bless you. Thank you for watching. For those of you that are tuning in on Apple Pods, please share, like, comment. You can leave us a comment and consider how you can support us so we can keep doing this. Go in the comments, DM us, and let's have these conversations, honest conversations. Until next time, we love you. LyfeBe. God bless you.
Thank you for tuning in to the LyfeBe podcast with Sami-K. Your support means the world to us. Please leave a comment, subscribe, and share to help us grow and continue bringing you valuable content. We appreciate you.